Hello friends and welcome to Pony Plays Card Games. I'm your pony and today I'm very excited to bring you my first ever unboxing video. And where better to start than with the new My Little Pony card game from Kayou. This is the Twilight Sparkle structure deck for the game. It's all in Chinese at the moment, but they're planning a full global release. Now, this is the first jaunt into a card game for the Kayou brand, which has been associated with Hasbro for a few years now, making collectible cards for them, which are incredibly high quality, and they look lovely. I even just love the box on this. Like, look at that, it glitters, it's glittery. The level of care that went into designing this is so cool. So, without further ado, let's crack into it and see what they look like. Alright. It looks like this lid is glued in, so I'm gonna get the scissors and... Here we go. May have to go from the bottom next time. There we have it. It is open. There she is, Twilight Sparkle. Also got a mat and some booster packs. So, what it comes with is it has the deck of cards and 3 booster packs to tease you and get you excited for the new booster release, which will be coming very soon as of making this video. Mine should already be on the way. I'll be making another video when I get that. It has got a lovely large deck map. Let's just open this up quickly. Yes, that is huge. That's very cool. And on the back of the mat is also the game rules, which I have learnt already off of an article online. So I'll be making a video on how to play at a later stage as well for anyone who's actually interested in playing the game. It looks like a lot of fun. So I'm quite keen on getting into that. Now let's start by cracking open the deck, which looks to be just in a plastic wrap. But yep, there we go. There's somewhere to open it up. There we have it. Now look at that. Let's get this to focus in on her. This is your main character card. The foiling is amazing. It's got a close-up and it says Twilight Sparkle down there. That is gorgeous. Definitely love that. Even if you're just a collector, these cards look so good. And these here, so this would be your 15 card scene deck. These are all gonna be the Golden Oak Library, I'm assuming. Yep, so they're all the Golden Oak Library. They are foil as well, which is super nice. And there's the back of them. Oh, it says card game in English. That's cool. My Little Pony card game. So your scene cards are kind of like lands in Magic the Gathering or magic stones in Force of Will. So they go off into a separate deck when you're playing the game, and you bring one out each turn. Here we go. We've got some item cards here with a picture of Aloysius holding a book. Again, a foil card with some cool textures to it, which I think I can pick up if I angle this right. I really like that even though these cards are like the commons of the set, they are still foil. Let's see, yes, there is a difference between your scene card backs and your main deck card backs, which is really helpful so you don't get them all mixed up in there. So those are some item cards which you give to your ponies during the game. And then these will be the event cards. Oh, let's get that focused in on them. Come on. There we go. So lovely again. I love the little swirls in the grass. They put so much care and detail into just the foiling, which is exactly what I wanted to see from a card game made by a collectible card making company. That they didn't just go and print some straight plain cards when it came to your commons and your uncommons. Because if you're a collector of these cards, if you're not a game player but you still love collecting, these cards are still gonna look great as a collector's item. And here we go, we have the story cards. So these, which I think they've got around in a backwards order there. Look at the stars, that is so cute. That is very cute. So these are what you go through to try and win the game. You progress through the story, which that may be an explanation of what's going on. I'll have to get a translator to that. That's very cool. So this looks like it's running through the first episode, or the first two-parter. So this is actually the second episode of the first season of My Little Pony. And it's got them all finding out about the elements of harmony. And then there's the rapids that your sea serpent, what was his name? It'll come to me. They're the rapids that he was making in the river in the Everfree Forest. There's where Twilight Sparkle was trying to make the spark that would find the sixth element. And there is Celestia back again after they defeat Nightmare Moon. So there's your story cards there. And here we crack into the character cards, or the ally cards. So there's Aloysius. He's got the stars in the background as well. Sweet. There's Spike. Lovely artwork too. I think all of this is original artwork as well. They're not just taking pictures from the show. They've done, even if it is a scene from the show, they've done their own art. There's Twilight Sparkle. And another Twilight. Now, the trick here is that these are both Twilight Sparkle. They've even got the same name, as you can see in the bottom there. But it's kind of similar to Digimon, where the collector number is what differentiates the cards. And so you can have up to 4 of each of the different kinds of Twilight Sparkles, or the different kinds of Spike. That is cool. I think that one's meant to be a rare. That is very sweet. I don't believe my camera is even doing justice to the foil on that one. That is nice. There's another one. I wouldn't hold your breath. I remember that. And there's Twilight with her all groups organizer outfit on from the winter wrap-up. Another Twilight Sparkle. There we go. Focus back in there. And some of these have effects, others don't. A card doesn't have to have effects to be good in this. That is a sweet Aloysius card. Very cute. Loving the border on that as well. I love how much space is given to the artwork. And there is a wonderful Twilight Sparkle as well. Super happy with these. Very nice. And now that we've gone through the deck, which I will just stack back up here, I'm going to be cracking into some booster packs. So let's have a look. The boosters are all foil and shiny, and they've got the different ponies' cutie marks on there. See, they look like they've got some little like rarity advisories of what comes in what quantities in the packs. Let's crack into this and see how we go. Very sturdy pack wrapper too. Ooh, nice. Sweet Apple Acres. That is cool. I like the sketch style artwork for the scene cards. It's not too colourful, but it shows the location really well. Ooh, there's a cool Applejack. I love the texturing in the foil. That is nice. That one, I think, has a plot ability. So that's for the card gamers. It's almost like a booby trap for your opponent when they progress through the game. There's another Twilight Sparkle card. Ooh, Sweetie Belle. Very cute. And Apple Bloom. A few of the Cutie Mark Crusaders. Nice. There's Sugar Cube Corner. They've got a lovely shine to these cards too. Love the glittering around the back as well. Oh, look at Pinkie Pie. It's just so messy, but so cute. Love Pinkie Pie. There's an event card with Cheerilee and all of the students and Blue Scootaloo. And there's Scootaloo. Wicked. I love it. She's probably my favourite Cutie Mark Crusader. I gotta be honest. Love Scootaloo. And there's an Applejack as well. So I think how they're doing it is that they're putting the rarer cards up the front of the pack. So if you're anyone who's been doing like Pokemon collecting, then maybe you just flip them out backwards and leave the rare as a surprise. Maybe we do that for this one, huh? We will go and like we can see what the scene card is. I don't think that'd hurt, and then we'll flip back. There's the Cloud Condo. That's where Rainbow Dash lives. Nice. So let's do some backwards flipping. There's a Fluttershy. Looking a little bit concerned there, but still cute. Let's focus in. Come on. There we go. So Fluttershy. Another Apple Bloom. There's where they were watching the meteor shower. That's one of the event cards. And what's our rare? Ooh, Rarity. That is a lovely one. I think the back, everything I have in the back's making it hard for this to focus in. There we go. Now it's focused. That is very strong. So you've got the cost of the card up here, and you've got the power. So I think it's called Harmony and Inspiration, if the translation is anything to go off in this game. And she's got the lovely outfit design from the Suited for Success episode that she was working on. That is super sweet. Lovely. And yeah, back to the Cloud Condo. So that is my unboxing for the Twilight Sparkle deck. Very excited to get into some more. Love Twilight Sparkle. Love all of the cards in here. These I could just put in a binder. I am Pony Plays card games. I love to play card games. So you should know that even though these are all in Chinese, I'm still going to be playing these games, and I'll be making some gameplay videos for you all to watch as well when I get the chance to. So I will be very keen to get into using them, but I will be equally as happy to just put these into a binder or a top loader and sit them out on display because they look so good. And if you are feeling pinky keen for any more unboxing videos, then subscribe and stay tuned because next up we will have Pinkie Pie. So look forward to that, and I will look forward to seeing you in the next video.